So now we're back to the zoo. We're doing all right, but we have more missions.
Okay.
So the next thing is, the guests expect to see lions in the zoo. So we got to do that.
Okay.
At least adopt one lion.
So how do you build an enclosure?
Super easy. So you put your cursor over the grass area, and then hit A, and then you can just go to town. Like in this case, all kind of different environments. We call them biomes. And it's a lion. And you can just see with, again, left trigger, who likes to live where. So lions like to live in savanna, so we're just going to build a savanna. And there's different types and different sizes. And then you put it down, it automatically pre-populates the path. And then now we're going and get ourselves some lions.
Lions.
Exotic lion.
And there's all different types of lions.
There's lots of different lions. And it's one of the great things about the game. You actually really learn a lot about animals.
Yeah, and can you tell us about the Zoopedia feature as well?
Yeah, totally. So we work with National Geographic. The Zoopedia is essentially a dictionary of animals. It gives you lots of information, where they live, if they're endangered, what they like, certain fun facts, pictures where their habitats are, etc., etc. So it's really an educational game in many ways, because that's what zoos are in the real world. They're educational, and they're into conservation. And we can talk about the conservation aspect a little bit later.
Yeah, I'd love to touch on that as well.
So we got ourselves a lion, and another one is on its way. There we go, lady lion.
Again, the fur is just incredible. It's like seeing your Connectimals all grown up, kind of.
I think it was just, we're pretty happy with how the animals look. So here you go.
Oh.
And let's see how these guys are doing. And they're doing good.
Oh, they're very happy.
And so let's see what the next thing is. Zoo inspection. So the inspectors are coming to visit your zoo.
Okay.
And all the animals have to be in the green for 3 minutes. So that's something. And then the last thing is we need to get our zoo to level 7. Okay. And you can see in the top middle, we're currently level 5. So that means we need to build a bunch of stuff. And there's tons of stuff to build with in this game. For example, you can build lakes. Here I'm just going to start some research for lakes. In the meantime, we're going to place a little plaza.
And so you were also the development studio behind the Disneyland game.
Yeah.
So what kind of features have you brought from that game into Zoo Tycoon?
Quite a few, actually. So one of the things we learned from Disney is that zoning is really important. And zoning means that the different areas of the park have to have their own identity, and you can really identify them themselves. So you can build a jungle, for example. And I can show you that real quick if you want.
Sure.
So, for example, if you want to build a jungle, there are these objects that you can place to your heart's content. And there's more as you unlock more and more things. But you can make whatever area of the zoo feel like totally appropriate to the biome that you're after. So it's not just the enclosures, it's everything surrounding it. So let's build a few more.
And the game is very customizable. I mean, we were looking at it earlier, and you can customize even down to the paths and the railway, like the railings that,
totally.
People see.
For example, here, we could customize that and place. You can literally deck out anything you want. So here we can put a little totem there.
Oh, cool.
And then we can go to the next thing and say, I really want to build a jungle, so I'm going to do some planters like this. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind it was make it really powerful, yet fail-safe. Like that people don't just build something really ugly. Because ultimately, I think people want to have something that's beautiful.
Right.
So we're helping them and protect them a little bit while still maintaining their creativity.
And so speaking of protecting, can you talk about the conservation efforts that are within the game as well?
Yeah, I mean, so I always say I've been in games for 20 years, and it's the feature that makes me most proud, honestly, which is in this game, given that we're on Xbox Live and we have a community of players, we can listen to what's happening in the real world. And like just a month ago, it was really tragic. They killed one of the rhinos in the best protected park in Africa, in Nairobi. And poachers just came in just to get his horn. It's there's not that many left. It's problem number one. And so we can write a message to our community and say, hey, did you read about this? They killed another rhino. And then as a community of players in this game, we can go and say, let's do it. And then we set ourselves a community goal, say, release 1,000 rhinos to the wild in the game, because that's what you do in the game. And once we achieve that, then Microsoft gives money to that effort in Nairobi, and that will help reintroduce rhinos to the actual real world. And it's the first time, I always say games always give it such a bad rap. And this is something where a game actually makes the world a better place. And, for those of us who care about animals, it's an important thing.
It is. Well, as someone who cares about animals, I think that's an amazing feature. And I'm really looking forward to playing Zoo Tycoon. So when can you expect it on Xbox One?
We're done. So it's coming out at launch, November 22nd, and coming to Xbox One online and in stores.
Great. Well, for everything Zoo Tycoon, stay tuned to IGN.